Hi everyone, it's Rabbi Kieffer here at Temple Beth Am, and I wanted to let everybody see their synagogue once again. I know it's been difficult and challenging, but we're trying to make the best of the situation. So there are a few topics I want to cover with you for today. The first one has to do with, you may recall recently we had some communication about the election for representation on the World Zionist Congress. And I'm happy to report that the results are now in. And the last time there was a vote was in 2015. And Merkaz, the conservative movement, had a little less than 10,000 votes. This time we had a little less than 15,000 votes, an increase of almost 50%. So that's very good news. More details will be forthcoming, but at least we've made some progress. Secondly, I want to remind everybody that we have various methods of staying in touch during this time of isolation. The main thing, of course, is to keep in mind the synagogue's website, www.beth-am.org. And from there, you can very easily press two buttons that will guide you into these periodic videos and email messages, but also very important, the Zoom contact, which allows us to have a minyan every day, as we used to. So every morning at 7:20 and every afternoon at 6, there's an actual minyan taking place through the Zoom technology. Everyone is, you can see each other and you can hear each other, so that when somebody is saying Kaddish, for example, your Amen really counts. So we remind you to check out the website, www.beth-am.org. Look for the Zoom Minyan connection link, or for the videos, you look for the YouTube one. Either way, it's very simple. And now I want to leave you with a little bit of Torah for the thought this weekend. Shabbat is coming soon, and we will be starting the third book of the Torah, the book of Vayikra, Leviticus. It's right in the middle of the Torah, which means you have to go look for it. It's not as easily accessible to us as is Genesis at the beginning or Deuteronomy at the end. So it takes some effort to find it. It's also less accessible to us, not only physically, but also intellectually, emotionally, and spiritually. By that I mean the subject matter of Vayikra is sometimes a bit difficult for us to relate. It's all about animal sacrifice, and it's about lesions of the skin, and about molds on the walls of our homes, and it's about leprosy, and bodily discharges, and rashes, and all that good fun stuff. On the other hand, most of us don't live in the big stories of Genesis or Exodus. Most of us live our lives filled with everyday things like mortgage payments, like carpools for our children, the day-to-day details of our relationships. In other words, as strange as it may seem, the contents of Vayikra are more real to us than the epic events of the rest of the Torah. The point of Vayikra may very well be that we can make these everyday challenges and realities into sources of holiness. The body is holy, not just the soul. This coronavirus is renewing our relationship with the everyday matters we take for granted. It is reminding us to cherish those everyday realities. We have no choice, and rather than feeling stuck at home with the kids, this is an amazing opportunity to strengthen those very relationships. Chores that we may have neglected because we're usually working all day can now be addressed in a more relaxed manner. In preparation for Pesach, as you know, we often wait as long as possible to do the cleaning necessary to remove the chametz from our homes. We now have an opportunity to spread out those tasks over the days we are now in our homes. Trust me, I'm not intending to make light of the difficulty this epidemic has brought upon us all. But I am suggesting that we can make the best of the situation, and I remind everyone that every challenge represents an opportunity. May God be with each of you as you embrace this opportunity, and as the old cliche goes, as you turn your lemons into lemonade. Shabbat Shalom. Have a good week.